So now at this time we have the MMP podcast Basketball Jazz Chat. This is where we answer people's questions on NBA topics, so please send in questions either on my website or with @Megamind Productions on, or the hashtag MMP Hoops Podcast on your chosen social media platform. I'll try to get through your questions as much as I can, and I'll probably do this most episodes. So for this episode, I'm going to find some questions online and some I'm asking myself, so let's crank up the music. Oh, those jazzy vibes, gotta love them. Okay, so this is a question I'm wondering about, in which I would love the fans to share their thoughts on. The question is, will Larry Sanders make an NBA return? I think he will, despite being away for 2 years due to family reasons. I reckon he'll return and hopefully be as good as he used to be. And remember, he's only 28, and that's not too late to get back in form. His defensive abilities in the paint is what many teams need at this point of the season. The Celtics and maybe even his old team Bucks, though I think they might be fine, but you never know. But sources have been saying that he has been working out with teams like the Celtics, and I reckon Larry would be a great fit for the Celtics. Alright, so our next question is, who will win Rookie of the Year? The draftees from this year haven't really been stat sheet stuffers at the moment, but a candidate who has been showing some good signs is, now hopefully I get this name right, Malcolm Brogdon. Now, yes, I could say that Joel Embiid, since it is his first year after recovering from injuries, that I should be choosing him, and he has been great. I will say that to him, but I want to stick to this year's draft. That's why I'm choosing Malcolm Brogdon. Now, yes, he hasn't been at his best the last few games, but he has a good amount of potential to go on with. The 24-year-old rookie is currently averaging 9.3 points a game, 4 assists, and 2.8 rebounds, and is a very solid player. And he's also been a part of the starting lineups some games, while Delhi has also been, when he was out for injury. So I reckon he'll be a good candidate. Alright, so I've got one more question. This is by NBA Discussions on Twitter. No Eastern Conference team will win the NBA championship before LeBron is 36 years of age. That is a pretty tough question. Though I would like to go to these questions, you can't ignore the upcoming teams in the Eastern Conference. Teams that may compete for a title run in the next few years could include the Boston Celtics, because they have heaps of young players, and Brad Stevens has a great system put in. Milwaukee Bucks, with their young guys, and also with Giannis and Co, they are definitely a force to reckon with in these upcoming season. And Giannis is, he's only 22 years old, and he's got so much room to keep going. He's only a jump shot away from being pretty good, so that's something to be aware of. The Philadelphia 76ers with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, and they've got heaps of potential, and I'm really interested to see how Ben Simmons goes, because he's reportedly he's going to come back soon. Another place is also maybe the Washington Wizards, maybe, with their young core, though maybe, I don't know, or the Charlotte Hornets. But yeah, it will be really interesting to see how these teams go these upcoming years. Okay, so this comes to an end of my very first episode of the MMP Hoops podcast. Please give a like and a review on iTunes, and follow the show on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter under Megamind Productions, and also check my website. Thanks for watching, and Megamind out.